Any map of the world is partial. It has a certain story to tell because we can never have an objective, consistent, real image of the Earth. We just can't do it. We can't square that circle.
All right, here's what looks like an objective image of the world. This is Google Earth, and it's a circular image, so it gets around the big problem of trying to portray the world on a flat surface. Now, you have a lot of reservations, don't you, about Google Earth? Yet, to many people, it's a wonderful application.
It is great technology, and that's what I first thought when I started doing the work on it. But I do now think that because of the way in which they have bought up so much of the data, which they fed into this geospatial application, is what they call it, they are monopolizing maps online. If you go online and you're using maps, you are probably using a Google map. And there's also some sort of sinister and worrying dimensions to Google because they buy Earth Viewer, which is the application, and that is funded by the CIA.
This is the company that they buy that provides them with the ability to produce this.
That's right, and first came to prominence because it was a great way of visualizing bombing raids in the first Gulf War. And Google saw that and thought, we're interested in that.
I mean, that's interesting that the CIA government had a hand in funding it, but it's sinister. You say, why is it sinister?
Well, because we don't know how those applications were then subsequently used for military purposes. They buy Earth Viewer, which is the application, and that is funded by the CIA.
Okay, here's Google Earth. I live in Austin, Texas, so just for my own sake, for reference, I'm going to do a line to kind of show what we should see. You can already see there's curvature, okay? But I'm going to make a point here. So here we are, Oklahoma City to Austin, Texas. It is about 358 miles away. Eye altitude right here, 20.78 miles. So that is where the camera is, essentially. That's where you're floating if you were in a balloon. 20.78 miles, it's 109,000 feet, 718, okay? 109,000. You see the curvature right there. 109,000 feet. We'll put a line in here. Here is 120,000 feet. It's flat. It's not at all what we see from Google Earth. Because Google Earth is following 8 inches per mile squared. In other words, take the mile, if you're 10 miles, times 10 miles, that's squaring it, times 8 inches divided by 12, and that's how many feet of curvature you should see or experience, as we all know. So look at the difference. It's freaking flat. Look at this. It's flat. I drew a line. I dared to draw a line. Just toggle. Look at the difference. Do this for yourself. Come on. 110,000 feet. So actually, the balloon is up another 10,000 feet, so we should see even more curvature. So there you go, very simple proof. Let's do more of this in the flat earth community.